Good morning guys, welcome to Operation Crypto. Market has shit the bed once again. We've had that nice steady climb up towards 25k, haven't we, when we've had that nasty candle down this morning, down all the way to 21,350, let's call that. It's up these elevator and out the window type of manoeuvre, and we have dropped down, kind of broke that structure that we're talking about. I say it looking good. We had this higher low formation forming, and then bang, we've actually dropped out of that. And if we look on a different chart, which I've set up somewhere, maybe that one, yeah. So we had that rising wedge, which usually is a bearish pattern, and that's what's happened. We've had that nice steady climb up and then a dump to the downside. Two things that's going to happen here. We're going to continue this retracement over a weekend, or we're just going to have this a deviation. We're going to wick right back up and then give it back into 23,700 by the end of the day. So for something like that, you're needing a decent bounce back, which on a Friday tend not to happen really. I mean, this in reality could just be a deviation, and we could come back up to this and then start rising on. Chances are it is going to be a continuation to the downside, and if we're looking at this entire move, maybe in Fibonacci perspective, if you look at the very bottom there to the very top, who knows, a 618, that golden ratio over the entire move could be the area where we do bounce down to. If the continuation goes down, these are two levels where I would consider looking to buy. At 20,487 and 19,206. Two tasty levels. You can see in the past it's been a nice level there. Actually, we had quite a bit of support there where the market did bounce, and likewise around here we had quite a few wicks that hit that 618 region. So for me, I would be looking to buy within that range there. Everyone seems to think that 17k wasn't a bottom, we're still going to 10k. Personally, I do not think so. I think that we have hit that bottom there. We've had major selling pressure from Tesla. I thought that was a bottom, to be honest. Again, we had that solid wick down, we had some nice structure building, and then bang, 75% of Tesla's holdings brought us down. So for me, I'm going to pray again that I think this is towards the bottom of the area, and just take this for what it is. This is a nice pattern that's formed, that's broke out. We've had that steady increase, and now it's a major profit taking area at 25,200. Areas to buy I would consider down here. I think if it does come into that region, it's an area where I would also consider looking to place some bids. Take a look at Ethereum. That's dropped all the way down back into the support region here. If you're looking at in the past, we actually broke out of that range there, and then look at that major support, major resistance flipped into which is now support. So for me, that's a level we need to monitor as well. If we did start losing 1750, I mean, you've got these big black areas of support at 1500, 1250, and then $900 again down there. Again, I don't think it'll come back down to those levels. There's a chance, depending on what the market does over the weekend, that will come down and test $1,500. But currently, we're having a really big level of support. We've got that ETH merge that's coming. Is it mid-September? And there's plenty of people saying, is it going to be a sell the news event? I'm guessing a lot of people are seeming to believe it's that way just due to the market sentiment. What if it's a non-event? What if it happens and then we don't see any price action? Nothing happens. I feel like over the course of the last year, previous to that, whenever you saw major events, we saw major moves. But I think recently some of these events have just been non-events, if you know what I mean. But we see no reaction in price, and it could have been this could have been the F merge pump, and now we're up here, we might do a little bit sideways action. But for me, I think this is a decent buy zone, and I would personally, if I was in an ETH buyer, I would be buying here and laddered down to around 1250 if that market did allow us. Next major level, if we do turn around from here and start pushing up, is that $2,300 level. I think that area up there is probably a decent area to take some major profit as well. As you can see, major support level there. And there was also a major resistance level back here. So that's two levels for you to monitor. Buys here, all the way down to 1250, and the first major sell target is up at around $2,300. If we do get an ETH pump due to the merge, from current prices, if you're looking to, I don't know, maybe do a bit of spot trading, I mean, you're looking at a potential 30% gain if we do get up to that level. So just keep that in mind. You don't always have to use leverage to get some decent returns. If you're managing to get 30% in a market like this, then I think it's it's something that you should really snap your hands off at. But going back to Bitcoin, very similar scenario here. We've got some big thick black lines. This one here actually is a dotted one. I've just put that on because it's about a mid-range and it's 26k, which also lines up with just a little bit of support back there before that major pump. So in terms of buying opportunities on where's that other chart there? So in terms of buying opportunities, I think that 20,400 is a level where I think I might allocate some capital, and then also potentially DCA down to 19,200. If we're looking to sales, 28k is still that elephant in the room, and if you go back to that chart, we've got 26k and then 28k. If you look at 28k there, it's crazy how much support there is there, which is obviously now resistance. So if you're looking to take profit on Bitcoin, I still think that chance is here. Whether it is tomorrow or whether it's in 2 months' time, it's going to happen at some stage. So take your time, don't rush into anything. These markets are here to force you away. I put a tweet out yesterday actually, and I just want to talk about that a second. Where is it? Markets will try to lead you into total frustration and quit, and that's exactly what this is. You see the market majorly sell off from all-time highs, around 80% from those highs. We start trickling up, starts to bring a little bit of confidence back in the market, when it slams back down. That is complete frustration, Mike, because you think, right, it is starting to push up, things are starting to look good, and then bang, it slams it right back in your face. So have a little patience and it will pay off massively eventually. It will pay off massively. I remember getting into crypto in 2017 and I was new to it. I didn't have a clue about investing, and I watched XRP was my first ever buy. Don't tell anybody that. And the price went up, it went to $3, I bought 18 cents, and I also watched it go all the way back down to around 50 cents or something like that. Took some profit, around 100% up from what I actually had in the first place. So it is what it is. You have to have some patience. From that point then until the bull run in 2020, I had massive patience. I held some assets that were zero and they actually went up eventually. So having that patience and having the fundamental basis, knowing the fact that you're buying good assets. Don't just buy an asset because someone else has said so. Research an asset, invest in it, and if the price now is shit and it becomes even worse, it is what it is. That's investing. You've got to invest in the fundamentals, and for me, for example, I'm buying Metis now. I bought some down at $19, which was around here. I bought some down here. I've also bought some more up here. I've also bought some more up here. So some buys underwater, and it is what it is. VeChain. I bought VeChain. Where's VeChain on here? I bought VeChain at this level here. I bought it here because I thought, right, it looks a nice bottom. It then dumped all the way back down to here, and then it pushed back up, and then I was in profit. But for me, I wasn't worried about that. And look at that, by the way. I did a VeChain video yesterday. I said, look, if you're looking for VeChain buys, 618, and look at that. You cannot underestimate how powerful that Fibonacci is. You put the fib on from the bottom move there to the top of the move there, 618 retracement, boom. Your buy orders will have been hit and you will be in profit from that. So use the Fibonacci. If you want to know how to use it, I've done a full tutorial on my YouTube under the lessons playlist, so go and check it out. But that's just some thoughts on the market. Don't be too beaten on how it is. It is what it is. Stay patient, stay hungry, and I'll catch you next time.